Welcome to the Maraverse, where we explore the subconscious realms. Every moment is magic. Everything is a sign. And actually, that brings me to the first message I have to share with you. And that is, I've been thinking a lot about Chiron and Taurus. And I'm like, oh, everything is Chiron and Taurus. Everything is Chiron and Taurus. All of this talk about insecurity, food insecurity, the link between food, sex, indulgence, body image, what else? Money, values. And yeah, like insecurity, give and take. I'm like, yeah, these are all coming up because Chiron's in Taurus. But I think I need to take a step back from it. I'm getting this pull to take a step back from assessing it for like a week or something, because I think when we exert too much thought, I'm tired, so my words are a little bit jumbled. And see, even now, like my astrologer brain, I can be like, oh yes, I can. Mercury is retrograde. It's not only exhausting to try to analyze and understand everything, but when we are looking for something, it tends to find us. When I am looking for Chiron and Taurus, I'm really good at attracting things. So I guess the subconscious, the collective that I'm speaking to right now, you are really good at collecting things with your thought forms. You're really good at attracting them to you. Now the question is that what you want? Is that what you need right now? And I think it can be really exciting when you start notice that kind of magic happening at first. And we can forget that the magic can also happen in other areas. Like, let me explain this further with the Chiron and Taurus thing. I can get really deep into like studying on this, and I can just feel so grateful that all of this abundance is coming my way, this abundance of resources, nourishment. That I can forget that there's a stopping point. I can forget that, I've determined the stopping point, and that's what is forgotten, is that I can determine the stopping point, and there is no shame. I asked for this. I can also say no and not right now, and that doesn't mean not ever. Same with voice. I feel my voice getting dry. I need to slow down. Slowing down to gather your thoughts is not a sign of unintelligence. And unintelligence does not mean that one is unworthy of love. With that, I think that there's another thing. There's some kind of double-bodied energy. Like, you recognize your abundance one moment, and then the next moment, you seem to be in a headspace of stress and anxiety. And maybe that's what the tarot cards want to clarify, but I'm not quite sure what it is this time. So we'll go on this adventure together. I'm hearing the moment is the oracle. There's fireworks going on outside. Whoa, how did my cards get all messed up? There's so many cards going in so many directions. How's your day been? How was your Independence Day? How do you do with fireworks? Have you noticed the shift from Chiron and Aries to Chiron and Taurus? Maybe that'll be the last time that I bring that up now. Oh, also check out check out my Substack. I posted horoscopes for all of the signs for this transit. Was it this transit or a different one? No, it was Cancer. It was Cancer. Something moving through Cancer. Mercury retrograde. That's right. That's so funny that even I, during Mercury retrograde, forgot what it was that I wrote about. Isn't that funny? My Mercury's in my 9th house. My Cancer is in my words all jumbled up. Okay, let's just get into the cards, I guess. Thank you for being here on this wild ride. I'm hearing you are doing enough. It's like in my mind, the cards are flying out, like as they typically do, very smoothly, but it's not happening in my hands themselves until, look at that. We have the Emperor. Okay. Spirit, could you please clear? We have the King of Wands on the bottom. I'm not gonna take, well, like, I'll imbue that energy with the Emperor. So this is somebody who is giving you creative power, or maybe this is your own creative power. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. Both of these figures look very noble, as well as the King of Wands. Four of Swords typically has to do with getting rest. But I'm not exactly feeling that with this one. Like sleep, yes, but it feels like smaller energy compared to the Emperor. This is speak with confidence. Speak with confidence. Move with confidence. Yes, pick one thing and go for it and let everything else come to you. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here. So we have the King of Fire and the Queen of Air. I'm looking at the Emperor. I'm also seeing the ball that he has in his hand. It's reminding me of the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone. This is alchemy that we are practicing. And what do I mean by that? We're converting energy. We're converting the substance of our experience we're converting memory into story. See, I don't have the words yet to express it. We also got the Hermit here. You've just come down from a time of a lot of excitement. And it might feel as though It's really easy to get pulled into all of this excitement and all of this stimulus. But right now, you're really being called to go inwards. It seems like you are exhausted in some way. Okay, locate the place of your exhaustion and allow yourself not to keep it secret, but to nurture it in private, to not work that muscle. And in not working that muscle, you are working that muscle because you're like, not that I'm the most muscular person here, but like, you know, you have to let your muscles rest. You have to let yourself breathe. And that it's like in going out into the world, you are seeking confidence, perhaps in yourself, like you're seeking to be the emperor. And Spirit is saying, I mean, this is you. You have this energy within you. But that's the thing, it's within. You don't have to be, it's like when you go, I'm getting this vision of you going out and people are constantly pulling at you, and each time that they pull, they take a little piece of you. You might want to do a meditation to call back your energy. If that feels too heavy, maybe some kind of astral projection meditation, astral travel, going and collecting, recollecting the pieces of you. I'm seeing no face. At the beginning, we were talking about how you're very good at collecting. You're very good at collecting, at attracting what you want. And okay, each time you do you exchange it for a piece of yourself? And now that you don't need the things that you paid for, it's time for you to go back and recollect the pieces of yourself. I'm seeing you hovering over like a Christmas Carol when they're traveling through time and they're going through the city. That's what I'm envisioning. And you're recollecting memories, recollecting experiences that you had. Maybe you have a hard time remembering when you're kind to others or when others are kind to you. Then this will heal your insecurity. There seems to be some area of, insecurity, because if you're missing a piece of you, there's a wound there. It is not stable, it's not secure. And so in finding these pieces, and in the vision, they're like light. They're like pieces of light. And patching yourself back up with this light, you're healing your body. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and on my lap, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So lots of wands and swords. Yeah, you're recollecting your language, your creativity, your essence. Air and fire. Air on my lap, fire on the table. And there's fireworks. You were spread around like fireworks. Now you gotta collect it. Collect the light. You thought it was gone. You thought you were just a spectacle. Something to be witnessed once, to cause shock. But you're not. You're the emperor. Right? What are you? The alchemist is what I'm hearing. Do you have anything else to say on that, Spirit? That was very direct. And there's 2 cards. 2 people, maybe? The Well and the 7 of Cups. Make a wish, but don't think too hard about it. It's time for a new wish. You wished for something, and you went on a journey. This journey caused you to trade in pieces of yourself so that your wish would come true. And this is transforming you into a new person. Not a new person, a new role. And well, if you are spirit and your personhood is this kind of shell, this light shell is a character. It's a character. It's you're in a cycle where you are taking on the role of a new character. But first, and this cycle won't take long, or this part of this season won't be long. You have to recollect the essence that you traded. And then quick toss with that. There's something wrong here, please. Can I get one more card? Is that it? It fell sideways. Should I take it? Yes. The Artist. So this card is unique to this deck. Okay, so is the Well. Yeah, okay, you're in this perspective. You're not collecting pieces of yourself. You're collecting pieces of the materials that you're about to use as the artist of your life. But they're like, for the time being, they felt like pieces of yourself because that is the role that you decided to play, the performance that you decided to put on. So now that they've been distributed, you can reuse them. It's your magic. It's your magic. You spread your magic around. Fire and air. It's your, yeah. You spread your ideas and your creativity, your magic around. And now you're calling them back to you and putting them on your palette or your paint bucket. So that you can paint. Create a new wish. Create a new wish. Like the canvas, the painting that you are painting. The image that you're creating is the wish itself. And once it is created, it will manifest. And that's why it's important that you don't think too hard about it, because it's the true is you're already embodying what it is that you need. And the more that you spend time trying to make a decision on what to do, the more it gets distorted. So it's freeing to act fast. It's not to cause anxiety. It's because that's the energy that you are in right now, and to go against that energy, it would be not having fidelity to your desire. The Emperor has fidelity to his desire. It's almost like the wish doesn't matter. You're just excited to realize that you're the role of the artist. To remember once again that you have that power. The artist has wings on his heels, which is making me think of Hermes. Is that correct? Did Hermes have wings on his heels, or was that somebody else? I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, what do you dream of? That goes back to the Four of Swords as well. I'm also thinking of Barbie movies like Rapunzel and her paints, and 12 Dancing Princesses a little bit. Any of the Barbie movies where they go into a different world. That's what it is. This is like a reality shift for you. And not because, like, it's like you shifted to this reality and you loved it, but the story is over and maybe you're having a hard time closing out of the story because you're like, well, this is what I wished for. And I like it. I liked it. But the movie is ended. The season is done. It's time for something new. Okay, one more, thank you. Yeah, 10 of Swords. It's over, it's done. That's all I have for you, I think. I hope this message resonated, and if it didn't, no worries. Thank you for being here. If it didn't resonate and you decided to stick around anyway, and if it did resonate, thank you for being here as well. If you want to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can send me an email, ask.the.marverse@gmail.com. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, the.marverse, or if you want to give me donations, I don't know, like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I have my Venmo and Cash App and whatnot linked below. So yeah, have a great day. I am so super sleepy, but I think this was I felt this reading, so I'm also delighted. Have a great evening. I love you lots. Ta-ta.